Let there be peace and love. Welcome to Satsang. From the beginning, with the event of the birth, is created confusion. Confusion is created because from then one refers always to affirm that is existing. One refers to the experiences of the body, of the senses, the experiences of the emotions and feelings, and refers to thinking, being able to conceptualize. So one refers to himself as a body, as a mind. And that makes one search. Because from the beginning, because of the confusion, is created a deep unsatisfaction, or something is missing. Whatever feeling would be there, but there will be a lack which makes one search, and as a human being, as a living being, one searches for happiness, for peace, which gives happiness. And finally, maybe having tried so many things, one sees that in reality, he doesn't know really who he is. So he's searching to know what's real, what is not temporary. If there is anything like that. So this may be called, one is invaded by the fire for liberation, to be liberated from what it thinks real and it may not be. And Satsang indicates that the confusion is to search for that, because you already are a that. You can call it that. It can be said awareness, consciousness. Your real nature, your natural nature. You already are it. But because of the confusion, you start a step to away. You base everything from a concept, a belief that you are a body-mind. So as a body-mind, as being in the time and the space, one will search always next. It doesn't look here now, so I'm searching. One day I will be freed, liberated, or I will know my real self. The mind cannot function differently than in time, so it's always somewhere else. So from outside, he may go inside, and inside, he lives a lot of experiences and states. But still, it is in the realm of the mind. It was not there before. I discover it. And because of that, it will go away also. So, one has to be very clear, and this will be by hearing it again and again, and by the fire to really try to, not even to try, to have the fire that I want to live what the wise speak about. Why not? They did it. Why not? There is no other quality to have. Only the urge to realize that. So they say, don't search. And that looks impossible for the mind. And yet, don't search means don't go just for a moment. My master Papaji even said a split second. Don't enter into a movement of the mind for a moment, for a split second. Who are you then? You are left with what? You are that. You are that which is not conditioned by the time and by the space. You are it just now, not the now of the time. You are it just now. Everyone, every living being. It's the same. It's one and the same. It's non-dual. But it will not be conceived. It will not be objectified. So as soon as you want to feel it or to experience it or to know it, you create a separation. You create the rising I as a body-mind having an experience. So, in fact, you have not to realize yourself, it's already there. You just have to see well, to spot what is the mind. And the mind is unreal by nature, means it has no consistency. It appears, it has a span of time, it disappears. And that is created with the rising I, already a movement too much from where you really are. You see? So self-inquiry, if it is this that you search, self-inquiry is an amazing tool, still a thought, I agree, but a thought which will ruin the other movements of the mind, which are totally opposite to the self-inquiry. Because what is self-inquiry? It is to inquire about the subject. Who am I? And to go into the direction of that question, disappearing like any other question, but the answer is in the disappearance of the question, so no more in the mind.